Hi guys, I am with Guy Hocking. Guy has been a member of the Executive Athlete Club for just coming up to 12 weeks now and is halfway through his Executive Athlete for Life programme. He's been kind enough to share some information about what he's got from the programme, how it's helped him benefit both in professional life and in personal life. So to kick us off, Guy, if you could just give everybody listening some information about your background, who you are and what you do.
Sure thing. I'm Guy Hocking. I'm the Managing Director at Utilise. I've been working there for well over 25 years now. I work in IT, so I've got a pretty hectic lifestyle. I'm a single dad, so I've got 4 crazy children. So personal and work life, super hectic. And then to throw something else into the mix, I do travel a lot with my work as well. So pretty hectic.
A lot going on. So give everybody an indication, Guy, what was your health, fitness and lifestyle like prior to joining the Executive Athlete for Life programme?
Well, it's an interesting one because I always considered myself quite fit. I worked hard, I trained pretty much every day, I did a lot of running. It was very running focused. So I think from a fitness perspective, I always considered myself fit. But then I think I neglected the other aspects of well-being. Certainly neglected recovery and sleep. I certainly didn't respect that anywhere near enough as I should. And I think as a result, my energy was spiky. It was up some days, super energetic, but then other days it would be down here. I'd totally crash. I'd be falling asleep. Early, sometimes during meetings or meals, I'll be sort of nodding off. So it was a real mixed bag, if I'm honest, Jordan.
Yeah, I think that's such an interesting piece, and I appreciate you sharing that when we are working hard, bringing up families, running businesses, the recovery piece can be such a vital component that can be often overlooked. It's like, I'll worry about it, the old lying on sleep when I'm dead type of mentality.
Yeah, it's so true, and I think having respect for that now, having joined the Executive Athlete Programme, I think that's opened my eyes to a whole new world. And actually, doing less isn't always doing less.
Yeah, completely love that point. So, what was the catalyst for actually joining the programme, Guy?
It was that point really. I would sort of hit a plateau with my training. That was a key area for me. But it was a bit more than that. So it sort of was starting to encroach into my work life and my personal life as well. I was getting sort of head rushes. Sometimes I'd get heart palpitations. I didn't feel good. I was training hard, wasn't getting any better. My PBs were sort of relatively static. And like I say, my interactions at work were sporadic. I was falling asleep during dinner, so I knew something wasn't right. And obviously I was in search for the answer really, I think. That was the main driver really. It's obviously connecting all of those dots.
Yeah. It's such an interesting piece that when we are living such fast, busy lifestyles, that how the body can give us feedback in terms of the heart palpitations, the falling asleep at meetings, the stress levels going up, and often we have to really take stock on where we're at and understand, is there a different and better way of going about this, and that by all accounts that's definitely what we've done over the last 12 weeks, and it'll be great to really dig into that. So what would you say have been the biggest benefits from joining the programme? What's actually changed over the last 12 weeks for you?
Well, I think first of all, my energy has been consistent. And that's manifest in a load of different ways, really, Jordan. So I think first and foremost, connecting the dots. I mentioned it just a minute ago. Connecting the recovery with the nutrition, with the actual quality of workout, and actually joining all those dots towards one goal. So. I signed up to an ultra marathon, which I've got in September, and I was really before joining the program. I had no idea how I was going to get anywhere near that. I was going out on 10k runs and feeling like zero energy at the end of it. So I think joining those dots with nutrition, recovery, and the intent around the performance has been a game changer for me. I've got consistent energy. I'm smashing PBs. So I've beaten my 5K, 10K, and half marathon recently, personal best. But I don't mean just a few seconds. I'm shaving minutes off them. I'm more energetic, so I'm turning up to work consistently in meetings and performing. And as a dad, I'm performing, so I'm not falling asleep straight after dinner. I'm able to engage. We've recently been on holiday. I was on it throughout, and I think just all of those things, all of those worlds combining and overlapping, but intentionally joining those dots together has been, it's been game changing.
That's fantastic. I remember one of the wins that you shared with me was the event, the Spartan race.
Yeah.
Taking part in that with your kids and being able to do that. What was that like?
Well, and that's a great example because it was all the worlds colliding, right? So it was a work event. We had about 10, 12 of us from work, all committing to the Spartan race. It was the Spartan 10K Beast, I think they call it. So all of the work colleagues were there. We showed up and we blitzed it. Like, it was a great day. I felt energetic. It was a really great day. And to top it all off, we raised well over £10,000 for a great charity. So it was a phenomenal day.
That's fantastic to be able to share that type of experience with your son. Exercise, show him what's possible, set the example of going out, being active, challenging yourself, and being in that community as well, how important that is. And it's often one of the pieces that people potentially forget about sometimes, is how we can set the example to the people around us that matter and show them what's actually possible with our effort and our commitment as well.
No, I totally agree.
How has your travel schedule looked like over the last 12 weeks? Because it has been quite hectic.
Yeah. This is a real challenge. I won't lie. Obviously, transatlantic flights obviously knock it out of you jet lag wise, and obviously just being at events where sometimes the nutrition isn't great or the options aren't great, and the training facilities aren't obviously what you're used to. So that's been a real challenge. So I think, in answer to your question, my travel schedule's been pretty hectic in the first quarter of the year. But you guys have been brilliant. I will say, like, adapting our training plans, being on tap all of the time to help me with my nutritional choices. It's really helped me keep on track. So despite the travel, all of my data points, all of my performances have been still bang on, and we've been able to adapt the training schedules, the workout sessions, all of those things have been adapted to suit those travel needs, really. So what I thought would have been a real challenge, if you'd asked me going into it would almost been we'll just write off those 2 or 3 weeks. Actually, we've been able to adapt and still perform, which has been brilliant.
I just want to acknowledge your commitment to travel and even going to the places like States and going away with the kids, your ability to still knock out incredible exercise sessions, still be really consistent with your nutrition, and actually come back in better shape.
Yeah.
Sometimes is phenomenal. If we look at your body composition data, we have consistently dropped body fat, but built muscle and increased performance on the running track, but also in every other area of your life as well, which is a testament to how you have committed to this program and the work that you have done as well.
I appreciate that.
How do you feel about the future that you are creating with your health, fitness and well-being now versus what it felt 12 weeks ago? What does that feel like?
Well, I think you asked me to set out some of my goals, some of my 10-year goals before I joined the program, and I wrote them down. So the first thing I want to say is I need to revisit those goals. I've knocked out some of them in the last 12 weeks, so 10 years has now been condensed to 12 weeks. So I need to realign them, and for me, like, I've got that energy back. I've got that consistent energy back. That's the important part. I feel good at work. I feel good at personal, and I'm starting to perform. I'm starting to see the outputs of all of our efforts being put in. So really, I need to reset those objectives. I need to start smashing those PBs, and for me, like I'm extremely excited about the future, both from a health, fitness, performance, and a well-being perspective. You know, I think, yeah, I don't know. I need to have a serious think about before recommitting to some of those goals too. But yeah, I think by the end of the year we should be in a really good position, and hopefully I would have done my ultra marathon, which is a first for me. Never done that. So yeah, keep pushing, keep going up.
Again, just want to acknowledge that you and your half marathon, you've taken 7 minutes off that. And
yeah, 7 minutes.
In 12 weeks, I don't come from a big run background, but I also understand how much of a huge amount of progress that is in a small period of time, and that comes down to the work and commitment and consistency that you've shown in that. And just want to acknowledge what an incredible athlete you are to work with as well, and thank you for bringing so much to the programme. And it's incredibly exciting to understand what we're going to create going forward.
It really is. Super excited.
Thanks, buddy.
Cheers, man.